We're with another staple for Ole Miss volleyball, Payton Brgoch, Bree Henry head coach, associate head coach, Taylor Gregory, Jake Hermata with you. Okay, we just got done talking to Sasha Ratliff. Now we were talking to you, Payton. And at first I'm going to go to your head coach because I know she's got a lot of thoughts about coaching you and the person that you are. But Bree, what was it like coaching Payton? I know you and I have a lot of conversations about building a culture, and Payton's name came up a lot during those conversations.
I truly hope that everyone, oh no.
Good luck.
I truly hope that every coach has a Payton. Like if you want to, if you want to feel like you're starting your career in a successful way, you need a Payton. So, can't say enough about just her, like the partnership of her wanting Ole Miss to be just as good as like I want Ole Miss to be just as good, and knowing like the investment that you're about to put into your career and having a young female woman on the team that wants to do that for you and do it for herself as well, to build that legacy and be a part of it and know how important it is. And coming from someone that's so young was just so important for me at my age and what I was taking over. And just like the partnership was the most amazing thing to have with Payton among being a star athlete at Ole Miss. But just, yeah, that's what P was for me, a partner in the start of the foundation of greatness here at Ole Miss, and everybody needs a P.
Taylor, I go to you. What about you and your relationship with Payton Brgoch?
Yeah.
Don't cry.
No, we won't do that today. I without going, into too much length and rambling.
Is that what I just did?
No. No, that's where I'll start crying though. I'll really have to think about it. No, I think it's pulling on the thread of the partnership that Bree's talking about, and I think in order to be successful as a program, there has to be leadership that can walk the really fine line of balancing a partnership with the coaching staff, but always having the team's back first, right? And building that trust there. And I think that's a really challenging thing to do. And, I think Payton walked it really gracefully in her time here. And I think that speaks maybe the most about her, but there's just such a high level of maturity and someone who's so young. And I tell her all the time, like, she's going to be a really great coach one day. I hope she doesn't do anything else. But there's very few people I've had the chance to coach in my career that have this really great level of maturity and competitive spirit and just a general willingness to learn on the court, but off the court too, as a leader. And it's going to be really hard to replace that, but it's also, we're very fortunate to have a group that's gotten to be around her and learn from her. Even now, just her getting to be around in Oxford still is such a great thing to have for our program going forward. And I was fortunate enough as a player to kind of get to fill a role like that for the program I played at, and it's one of the things I treasure most in my life. And I'm really excited for P. Obviously, that she's gotten to live it as a player, but even as this program grows and we keep going, that she's still going to continue to leave her mark and legacy on it.
Payton, you hear all this. What are you feeling?
Kind of all the emotion I tried to leave in December. But I think it's why I would want to stick around for as long as I possibly could, because of these two and the coaching staff. And it's just reassuring in how much work and intention, and that's exactly who I wanted to be as a player. So it's reassuring and comforting to know that that's how it was being seen. But yeah, I think that's what I wanted to leave here at Ole Miss. So thankful that that's what I did.
Well, we're presenting you with that single season blocks record, 134 blocks. But again, I feel like that what you accomplish as a team means more to you than anything else in what you built here. We talked a little bit about legacy before the season started, what you wanted to leave here. Now that it's all said and done, how about that legacy that you've left?
Yeah, I think what was really special is that it didn't feel like just this last year of like a legacy of the last year. It just kind of felt like the half decade of time that was spent here and work and energy and sacrifice didn't go unnoticed or untouched. And so I think Bree's done a really good job of emphasizing that in her first two and now going into her third year of just knowing how important the foundation was of culture and everything. And so I'm proud of it. I know that I'm proud to have done it. Like Bree said, in a partnership with her, there's truly nowhere else I would have rather been. And I knew that I learned a lot, and learning about kind of the transfer portal situation and like so many moving pieces, that I knew that staying kind of loyal and leaving a legacy that expanded over a few years was going to mean way more to me in 20 years than awards.
So she said the word loyalty. I was going to ask you about loyalty, but I think now it's cool.
Sorry, I stole your thunder.
No. I'm glad you did. Because now I can kind of follow up with Coach Henry about this too. What's her loyalty meant to you?
Everything. I really don't think that we would have had the culture success without P. And the culture success was the main foundation of this past year. And even just like the transition of it. So, and not only the loyalty then, but just still, she's a student athlete coach and she's in the gym with us every day. And like, I needed that with this group. Like, I still need her. So the loyalty is very important.
So we're sure your NCAA eligibility is up. Like there's no more here.
I tried. I mean, who knows what's going to pass these days.
That's so true.
Yeah.
Well, we're certainly glad you're an Ole Miss Rebel. That's for sure.
I am too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Payton, for all those years.
Yeah. Thank you guys.